Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, move G. Anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword. Swinging blades at these scrubs. Flock like bugs to the light. Getting right. Treat my hoes like these raps. I don't really got a type. Off top, bullshit. All I needed was a mic. Yeah. Hey, pass the rock, it's all butter. Pack your bags and take flight. Don't worry, it's all covered. Hey, live your life while you can. Our days are all numbered. Rain could cause thunder, but the sun comes after, clearing up the disaster.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody day's a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Yeah.
Got some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I finally lived to be the guy that I was dying to be. Still I got some trust issues, people lie through their teeth. The more I grew, the more they hide in the crease. Squad building, weak members get released. If we try to compete, starting pitchers need relief. Bro, we building a team, everybody got a niche. I've been known to play mine to a T, but it's time for me to lead. Picking dirt right out the cleats. Steep path, roadblocks in the streets, trying to knock me off my feet, cause the devil never sleeps. So I don't sleep too, and trying to breach safes that I didn't have the keys to. We all been victims of trauma we ain't agreed to, but the sun comes after, starting up a new chapter.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody day's a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Yeah.
What is up, Geek Corner members? This is your boy, Earth Mac, the Mad Scientist.
And this is your boy, Boogie Blends, the Visionary, for another week of Nerd Talk freaking Live. What's going on, family?
That's right, that's right. We in there, man. Nerd Talk Live, man, coming at you on a nice Thursday evening, back from vacation. You know, all of us went out for the week of the 4th. You know, everybody was doing our own thing. Vivo was out here getting it in, bro. She's out here in Vegas, chilling. Just
I love to be in Vegas. Excuse me.
Yeah, and her birthday was her birthday was on Tuesday, actually.
Happy birthday, Vivo.
Yeah, happy birthday, Vivo, one of our staff members. And
more life.
And man, listen, today it's getting kind of crazy on that Discord, man. It's getting kind of crazy out there, bro.
Yeah, it is. I 100% agree with you. Out of pocket. 100% out of pocket. And before I go there, I want to share with y'all some good news, right? So I am in a dynasty. I'm the commission of a dynasty football league, right? Dynasty fantasy football. These are all of my guys from Korea, right? And Durs is our honorary member.
Okay. Shout out to Durs.
Shout out to Durs. All right.
Yeah.
Let me read off with this. Let me read off to you with this looking like. Mind you, this is Dynasty. I done made small season moves. I done dropped some people. And noted, I do know that my squad is a little dated. It's a little dated. But I got some to secure some trade bait for the next few years. I feel like. All right, you ready? At the QB spot, I got Lamar Jackson. All right. All right. In fantasy, name. He's top 5 fantasy.
Okay.
Quarterbacks. Okay. All right. Then I got Josh Jacobs at running back, which we don't know how he's going to do in Green Bay, but I think he'll do all right. We got Saquon Barkley. I don't know how he'll do in Philly, but I think he'll do all right as long as he stays healthy.
Right.
Devontae Adams, which they got a funny QB situation going on over there, but I think he's still their main target anyway.
Uh-huh.
I got Justin Jefferson, which he's coming off of an injury, but he didn't play pretty much all season. I think he'll be safe. I think he'll be ready to go.
Oh, that's
I
a
got
real safe bet.
I got Trey McBride.
Okay.
And, like he started off slow last season, but last 5 he was like a top producer. Mike Evans at the slot. I got Jake Elliott and the Vikings. And then on the bench we still got Chase Brown, Keenan Allen, Tyler Lockett, Demario Douglas, Quentin Johnson, Dalvin Cook and Kareem Hunt, Cam Akers. I don't know what they're gonna do. They are all in weird situations right now.
Yeah. Chase Brown not a bad pick though. I mean, I wouldn't start him. I wouldn't start him.
I love Chase Brown, bro. I love Chase Brown. I think
well, mixes out. Yeah, I would put Chase Brown in there because he's going to
beat. I think by the halfway point he'll beat out Zach Moss.
Yeah.
He's faster than Zach Moss. He got better hands than Zach Moss. I think he's just better.
Yeah,
he just don't have the time in that Zach Moss. That's not even like Zach Moss got mad time in either, to be honest.
No, none at all. I mean, rookie stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I feel you on that, man. How many people in this league?
12, bro.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Okay, I got you.
12, bro.
That makes sense now. I fully understand, man. I will say get those running backs as fast as you can. Get them first. Rule of thumb: when it comes to fantasy football, you might want to get your running backs and your receivers first. QB is going to be out.
If it's PPR, definitely running backs. If it's not PPR, I mean, Justin Jefferson would be a good first round pickup in PPR also.
Yeah, for sure.
He's just a high target. But anyways, so for a 12-man league, I didn't think that was too bad, especially in a dynasty league.
Not at all. And you know what? Shout out to Tyler McGinty, man, because I went to the Football Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I was in Canton.
McGinty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ty.
Yes, sir.
So me and Tyler, we talk about football all the time because we, whenever it's fantasy, we'll compare notes or whatever because most of the time we in 2 different leagues and anything like that. So we're not really conflict of interest or anything like that. We were like, yo, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Not so much. That's we'll compare notes. So so I hit him up. He's a Panthers fan, so I took a picture of Dante Culpepper and McCaffrey, and I sent him pictures from the Hall of Fame. And he put a bug in my ear. He was like, "Yo, they do fantasy draft over there at the Hall of Fame." I'm like, "Oh, we gotta come here. We gotta come here together, bro." Like he said, "Just let me know, and we'll pull up. We'll pull up." Because I want to do that.
I want to do that too. We were talking about doing that because we've had this fantasy football league for like 9 years.
Yeah,
and we were thinking about doing it like in Vegas at the Raiders stadium and for our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, and also I had the pleasure of playing Madden in Canton.
I saw that, bro. And you was handing them out, wasn't it?
Hey, bro, listen.
You was handing them out. I heard
Pittsburgh was catching them L's, boy. They were catching them L's.
They stood no chance.
Goose egg, dog. Goose egg. They had
nothing. You did it like that?
Nothing. They had nothing, bro. Like, to put it in context for the gamers out there, because NCAA 25 is coming out in a couple weeks. So that's going to take over. But in this Madden shrine, you have the very first Madden game. And I think that was on PC at one point. But then Sega, a lot of people don't realize Sega Genesis really started Madden. It literally started Madden. Like Sega Sports, like that wasn't just for show. Like the sports titles, if you want to play some sports games, you had to get yourself a Sega Genesis. And there's a story on Netflix about video games and stuff like that. And they talk about. I think so. They went to go see Madden. Madden don't ride planes, right? He take a train. He doesn't ride planes. He'd take a train. So they on a train ride, He said, listen, it's 8-on-8. I don't like that. It got to be the exact number how it is on the football field. 11-11. It's got to be that. If it's not, I don't want it. So they had to go back to the drawing board, which at the time it was very difficult to add those players, but the producers at Sega, or developers at Sega, was able to do that. And then they gave it to Madden. He started playing. He said, "Oh yeah, this is it right here.
This is it.
This is how they line up. This is how they do this, and that, and the third, and boom, Madden, Sega Genesis, bam, that's it."
I heard that story.
So the Shrine got all the Madden games, and I took pictures like here, big screen TV, Xbox here, and then the latter Madden games here, and Madden's like right here above the TV. So I'm just sitting here like just drinking this in, you know what I'm saying? So
just absorbing the environment there. That's what's up. I've never been to Canton. I've always wanted to go.
What's funny about it is that I was there for DJ's game. So he's part of this league, and in this league they went to Canton to play football in this tournament in Pass. It's like his first time in Pass, physical football. So I went there for that. So when you go to you pass the museum, the dome area, there's like football field to the left, football field.
Damn.
And so it's like all these games are getting played all at one time, all day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they won a championship, you know what I'm saying? But I told my girl, I was like, listen, we're going to go to this museum because I'm not getting, first of all, I ain't get clowned by my fellas. Like, ain't no way you in Canton and you don't go to the Football Hall of Fame. You ain't no football fan, dog.
Yeah. You ain't shit. Yeah, really, you ain't shit.
Yeah. What is it? What is that?
Masuda. I seen, what was it? I've been to Cooperstown.
Did you? Oh, okay.
I've been there. But I've never been to Canton.
The only reason I was at Canton is because of DJ, honestly. And like, when I was there, I went all through Canton, bro. Like, don't buy shit from the gift shop, though. I will say that. Don't do that.
I'm always pressed to buy something at a gift. Like, I hardly ever do that.
Yeah.
But I'm a New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, bro, I feel like we're hard programmed to just not like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, get that shit out of my face. But yeah, bro, Cooperstown was cool. Canton has always been like on that list of things that I really, 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 really want to do though. Just because like I really love football. Like baseball is something that I've always been around, but football, pro football especially. Like I know it gets a lot of hate and a lot of people around here really don't like it, but I always really, really enjoy pro football.
People like it, they just don't express it as much. They like it.
That's what I think too.
Like, I ain't watching that shit. And then on Sunday, all right, why you in that church, fam? What you doing?
Yeah. What you doing right now? Why you looking at your shirt like that? What you looking at on your phone right now?
Exactly. I hear playing, bro. I hear playing.
Right. With your YouTube subscription.
But that gift shop though, man, they got stuff for every team, but it is overpriced. And it's the nostalgic factor that you feel, the euphoric feel for being in the Hall of Fame, that you got to buy something to say, hey, I got this at the Hall of Fame. But it's the same exact thing is on Amazon, and it's not knockoff. It's the same exact thing. But I was like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, because like the banner, like I saw the Bengals banner, I saw that on Amazon for cheaper than that. Like it taxed it up. You know what I mean? So
funny, bro.
Yeah. And people buy it.
I guess they did that. Yeah, I guess they did do that. I mean, I looked in the gift shop and I looked at a few things that like I wasn't particularly interested in, but just to check it out, like what's the price point? And I saw some of it and I was like, oh no, we're just looking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm over here like, yo, let me feel that.
Yeah.
That's the cool texture. You know what I mean? I'm taking pictures with it. Like I'll remember it like that and I'll leave. I don't have the patience for that anyway. I don't have gift shop patience. But that's cool though. It's funny. I never thought to look for it on Amazon afterwards to see if I could find it cheaper.
Bro, I always do that, bro. Like,
do you?
Does
it matter what it is?
Yeah, even conventions, like anime conventions and stuff like that. If I see something and I see a price on it. Now, pro tip, like if you want to buy something for a good deal and you got a feeling that it's going to stay there the entire weekend, you go there on Sunday because typically they'll drop the price down. And then the negotiation window is wider now. So,
To
but
be
typically,
fair,
okay.
if I'm going to one of these conventions, in my mind, if I'm selling, there's some kind of convenience factor here, there, right? So it's
Of
just
course.
like, bro, you want it, bro? I got it right here.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta wait. You can put this in your hand right now and go out the door and be like, yo, I got it. So yeah, you're gonna have to pay a premium for that. And it's like the physical, you know what I mean? Like it's just you can
Mm-hmm.
touch it. It's like, yeah, I just feel like this is a better sale. So I
Yeah.
feel like you're always gonna experience that when you go to those conventions.
Like, shout out to Baka because I got 2 jackets from her. I got like a Trafalgar Law jacket and Red Hair Shanks jacket. You're not gonna find that anywhere because she made that. So I
Yeah.
mean that's an automatic get. You know what I'm saying? But if I see anime DVDs, first thing I'm gonna do, check Crunchyroll, check Funimation, check YouTube, check Amazon Prime. If it ain't on none of those, boom, it's a cop for me. Like Ultimate Muscle for a hot minute, it was not on any streaming service, but the prequel, the Kanikuman Legacy, is on Netflix right now. They just aired it, the first episode, like this week, right?
Mhm.
Macross Plus, right? Not streaming anywhere, not even on YouTube. Cop. You know what I'm saying? I look for DVDs that's not streaming anywhere, and I don't want to go to the other website, you know what I'm saying, and get some pop-ups,
Mhm.
you know. But I always look for that stuff. Like I always look for a deal. I look on eBay and Amazon before I even go out and purchase it. Sometimes I
Yeah.
lose out. Sometimes I take an L now. I ain't gonna hold you. It ain't perfect all the time.
Right. It ain't
But
perfect all the time. But dang, like, but who, even if they were on those streaming services, what's to say that they're gonna stay on those streaming services?
true.
They could pull them off at any moment.
That's true. But if it's like most of the DVDs that you do see, you know for a fact it's not going to get taken off. You know what I'm saying? If they lose the licensing here, it's going to pop up over here. Like, you know,
Okay. I see
you
what
know
you
what I'm
mean.
saying? So, but like older anime though, like that's the ones I'll be looking for. Like the, the 90s anime, the 80s anime, those are the ones I'll be looking for. And I know they're not on streaming services. I'll be like, all right, if it's reasonably priced, I'm gonna get it. Like,
Mhm.
for instance, Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory, right? Not on Crunchyroll, no streaming service. Got that. That was Bakano. Funimation lost the license and never renewed that bitch, and they lost the license like years ago. And I could not find that anywhere. Even the DVDs couldn't find it anywhere. And this dude was bragging about how he got all the good stuff, even the rare stuff or whatever.
Mhm.
And boom, saw Bakano. Shut up and take my money, dog. You
That's
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Didn't something similar happen to you before not so long ago?
Yeah, I got Ultimate Muscle. I found that for Ultimate Muscle. Yeah, but man, it's crazy though, man. I got some really good DVDs, man. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Now, obviously, we got a jam-packed show for you guys today, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about, bro. A lot of shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We might have a
Mhm.
debate at some point. But the Discord been popping today, bro.
He
He
said
was
we
like,
might have a debate.
he like, y'all ain't satisfied with nothing.
Golly, boys,
Like,
some of
wait,
y'all mother.
whoa. Like,
Woo.
whoa. But now, if you're not part of the Discord link, it should be in our description below. Go ahead and join the community. We have channels for everything that you may be interested in: TV shows, movies, anime addict, comic book vault, like new comics that come out. We go to that channel, and creativity corner. If you're an artist and you're a creative writer and you want to put some of your work in that channel and you want to collab with some other people that is a creative, you can do that as well. The community has been growing every day, and it's been live for just a week. So,
Yes,
we're
sir.
already over like 20 people within the first few days, and very much grateful. No more Facebook group page because Facebook sucks. But
So
trash, boy.
talk about it. Woo.
Bro, I feel some kind of way about Facebook. Boy,
Yeah, I can tell you got something on your chest.
Animosity, man. Animosity. Just sheer
I do
hatred.
want to say to the new members that come to the Geek Corner Discord, when you first come in there, you're going to be at a welcome page. It's going to welcome you to the page. It's going to lay out all the rules there. Keep scrolling down, read all the way down. At the bottom, you're going to see like a little get verified paragraph right there. Just click the green check mark right down there at the bottom, and that'll give you instant access to all the other rules in there, or all the other channels in there, rather. And so you can enjoy from there.
That's right. That's
And
right.
just so you guys know, I monitor it anyway. So if they're missed, I'm in there to get those rules assigned. But that's the best way, easiest way. Make sure you go in there, read those rules, get verified, so you can check out everything that we got at the Geek Corner.
Yeah. Obviously, yours truly is in the Discord for the Geek Corner members. And I mean, I'll be in there every day and I'll be like playing music. So if you like want to listen to music while you vibe and do something, like just go to the gaming discussion voice channel and and oftentimes you're going to hear some music being played or whatever. And I was streaming Gotcha Man, Battle of the Planets on today from like 5:30 to like 6:20. Play a couple of episodes of that. And speaking of Gotcha Man, there's been an announcement. Now, you've seen this before, right? Boogie, you seen G-Force or heard of it?
Nah.
What? Yeah. So in the US, right? You had G-Force and Battle of the Planets. Obviously, this is an anime. So Mad Cave Studios, right? Mad Cave Studios just released Gotcha Man and Galactor. And I'm going to read this out for you guys because, man, these are gems. And basically, if you go to madcavestudios.com, you can actually order some. And Gotcha Man is the iconic Japanese animated franchise of a 5-member bird-themed superhero team, the international terrorist organization known as Galactor, and its deadliest agent, the nefarious bird Katsei, and unleash the plot after heinous plot against the world. Our only hope, Science Ninja Team Gotcha Man as Ken the Eagle and his friends battle these machinations. Their strength, willpower, and even vehicles are pushed to the absolute limit. Like Battle of the Planets, Joe. I'm gonna admit to you, like as a kid, it really didn't grab me like that, right? It really didn't keep my attention, and I kind of know why. Same with Voltron, right? Because on Crunchyroll, the real version of Voltron is on Crunchyroll, and it is violent, like super violent. That one of the team members actually died, like got shot within like the first 10 episodes, and they got replaced, right? So I think with the US version of Gotcha Man or G-Force, this what we were stuck with. So but with this comic, there is like a free comic book day special about Gotcha Man #0. Now there is another comic, and that's the one next to it, and that is called Galactor. And this one here is about Bird Katsei. And Bird Katsei is like one of the main antagonists of the superhero team. And you remember Tatsunoko versus Capcom on the Wii? Yeah. So this is it. This is Tatsunoko. That's the G-Force team. So it says prepare to witness. Oh, go ahead.
I said okay.
Yeah. So it said prepare to witness the rise of a new era. The nefarious villain Bird Katsei seizes control of the narrative in Gotcha Man Galactor, which is a 4-issue miniseries by Eisner award-winning writer Steve Orlando, which he's also working on Gotcha Man as well. And Katsei is a cunning antagonist of Galactor and has stepped out of the shadows to commandeer the spotlight. And basically, he is investigating Galactor, which is the organization he's a part of. And there's some worms that's there, and he's going to find out who it is, and he's going to kill them. One
Sounds
or many. Very interesting. So
the animation looks pretty cool.
It does. I do like the artwork of this, man. The artwork is really, really, really dope.
Or the
really,
artwork,
really dope.
Yeah.
So I really do dig it.
Yeah.
Dig it. Gotcha Man has been out for the past few days, and I've called Heroes and Dragons. They no longer have it. Galactor came out yesterday. Nope, gone, sold out, boy. However, there's another comic book store in Columbia that have both of these issues, and I'm going to pick them up tomorrow.
There's another one out here in Aiken, bro, and ain't don't nobody go over there. So I'm sure like they probably got some gems over there that I could probably scoop up.
Indeed, man. So now we're gonna talk about some Supacell, boy. So Boogie Blends. How did you feel about the first episode of Supacell?
Bro, I'm a little bit confused, bro.
How? What? How?
I don't know what the fuck going on, bro.
You don't?
No.
Wait. Was it the ending of the first episode that kind of threw you off a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't. I don't know what I watched, bro. I get like it was just one of those things where I just feel like I just got to watch the next episode.
So,
It just that shit didn't stick. Like right now, to me, that shit is whack. I'm gonna rewatch it.
yeah.
But like right now, that shit is just like extra like whack, corny. I'll rewatch it and I'll see.
Bro, it got a perfect score.
I don't give a shit what it got. I don't care who gave it what.
It got a perfect score, my guy. So the first episode, right? I understand where the confusion was because I was slightly confused about what was going on. So the main character is Michael. It is him. And he has the ability to.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I was falling asleep, bro. So maybe that's why I just don't get it. I was like, so maybe me fighting it and just me like half falling asleep. I just didn't get it. I seen oh boy get fired from his job, and then he got mad and fucking hit the ATM, and the money started coming out the ATM and shit like that.
Right.
And then the CCTV footage was watching it happen. And then I just started falling asleep.
See, all right. So what's happening? Like you seen Heroes, right? That was on NBC.
No.
You never. I can't get mad at that if you're not seeing Heroes because you can go watch Heroes and be into that shit, and then you're gonna be highly disappointed by the end of it because it got canceled for no goddamn reason. But Heroes, everybody was in Heroes, like was into it, and there was a certain season when there was a writer strike, right? And you know there was a writer strike because the season was extra short, and then you had another season, and we was into it. Like that's one of those cardinal sins of television that we be talking about. Canceled before the ending, and we want to see the ending, like the Get Down on Netflix, how that got canceled out of nowhere. You don't talk about that. That's what it was to us. Heroes was the Get Down on NBC for us. That's what it was. It's like completely unfair. So
that's
like
heartbreaking.
Very. So like with the thumbnail, I said what Heroes should be because they brought back Heroes, right? But it was trash, and didn't even have like they had some of the original characters, but not the original story. It was like, what is this? Like, did you do this deliberately for us to crap on it so we no longer say nothing about Heroes ever again? Because I feel like that they did that on purpose. So Supacell takes place. Yeah, so Supacell takes place in South London, right? And it's Supacell has been created by this artist named Rapman. And I looked him up, and Rapman has been part of Rock Nation too. So Jay-Z asked, Jay-Z know this cat. You notice in the first episode they talked about sickle cell a little bit because Michael's mom has sickle cell. So basically, what they have is an accelerated version of that, and that's what got them their abilities. All these people,
they're going through like a trial, right? Because I remember them being in the hospital and talking about if you want to go and do this trial or this study that we've been doing, then you can go ahead and try that for victims or for holders of sickle cell. Excuse me. Right?
Yeah, no,
And then
because
I saw that like as he was leaving, like there was a picture of him and then the woman at the beginning who got shot when she was trying to run away.
yeah, yeah. So this woman, she has abilities, obviously. So what you saw, there's other people that have these abilities, but they're being held captive, and one of them's trying to escape, and then she got killed, basically. So basically, if your parent or a relative has sickle cell because you inherited that, you got the next level of evolution of that cell. So basically, you got superpowers. You don't have
They're
sickle
getting
cell.
stronger and stronger.
Yeah, so that's how they got it. So like in Heroes, there was like this big eclipse, if I remember correctly, that this big eclipse, and then certain individuals got superpowers, like various. But he has multiple. Like he can travel into the future, he can freeze time, and he can teleport. So like when you saw the ending of the first episode and you saw him talking to himself, and he was like, "Yo, you're gonna have to get these people together because some shit's about to go down, and you need to protect your woman at all costs." You know, that kind of thing. So he's trying to get all these people together, and looking at like this guy, like to me, he's like one of my favorite characters, Taser. Um, Now you seen the first episode, dude.
What is he what is he in, bro? I know him from another show or another movie. What is he in, bro?
Taser?
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think. What have I seen him in? Malice. He was in Malice. A Town Called Malice, Borders, Moonhaven, Doctors, The Last Straw 2. He hasn't been in a lot of things.
Damn. He
Like
looks
this.
mad familiar.
I mean, to be honest with you, he's been in. This is like his major
Debut.
thing, which I think he's
Yeah.
going to branch out, do
I'm
other
gonna,
things.
I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again and I'll have more input on it and maybe I'll redact what I just said. But it just I don't know, it just didn't hold my attention. I don't know why I went so hard on it if I just fell asleep during it. But
Because you was sleepy. God damn it. You was sleepy.
yeah, bro, sleep.
You was
Yeah,
watching
that's
this
what it
thing
was.
sleeping. You can't
Yeah,
do
bro.
that. You can't watch a new
Yeah,
show when you're sleepy.
yeah. I guess you're right. I was sitting there, bro, and I was in my spot too. You know what I'm talking about? When you're in your
Yeah,
spot.
I know. I
Oh,
know. I know.
yeah,
I
but
know. Now,
yeah, I do appreciate the music though. The music was fire.
yeah, you see a lot of rap man's music like sprinkled across there, man. But I'm gonna have to give it to you though. I'm gonna have to give it to you because I have PowerPoints of like each character. Like this one's one of my favorites, and there's a reason why he's good with knives. So there's that. I mean, because he stabbed the fire out of Michael in that first episode. He's like, "What?" He caught that man in the chest like quickly, and
Yeah,
then
he got too.
no, nah,
Yeah, he was in the hospital. He got sliced. He got sliced, and he ended up having to go to the hospital.
he did get cut. That's right. That's right. He did get cut. No, wait. I got to remember that
Yes,
first episode now.
yes. He went out there. All them dudes wearing blue came over there, so he hopped outside. They were in the middle of the street, and he wanted to be all like,
That's
nah.
right. That's right. Yeah,
And
I
then he
remember that.
got, yeah,
Yeah, and some people's critiquing him like, wait, where's the guns? I'm like, this is London, bro. Like they weren't
yeah,
really
yeah,
carrying.
yeah.
They weren't really carrying guns like that. They had knives. You had knife fights. Shit was personal,
Yeah, you was up close and personal. He was looking the motherfucker in the eyes.
right? Like if you got a gun, then you somebody, but it's not in wide abundance. Like he's like my second favorite character, Andre, because he followed like the trope of horrible baby mama with the hand out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Trying to squeeze.
yeah, bro. She had me tight, bro. She had me tight. He was like, bro, come on. I'll give you everything in my wallet. Just chill. Just chill, bro. Chill. Don't do this. Yo, if somebody has to make you do that, bro, they don't need to have your energy. But that's the mother of your child, bro. So you gotta deal with it. You gotta suck it up.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
shot the
though you
club up,
could
dog.
you shot the club up, but you could tell, man, he's just doing his best to be there for his son, which is great. And he just keeps getting the shit end of the stick. You could tell why he's just getting so frustrated, and it's not
Yeah.
because of anything that he's doing. It's just like the system is not set up for him, and he's feeling that, and it's fucked up.
No, and that's a realistic thing though, because like,
Yeah, facts.
we got into a society where, okay, you do your time, right? And then you get out and you can't get a job. Like, how you expect somebody to
Mhm.
be rehabilitated and you're not even willing to give somebody a job? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just literally telling them, go back into the life of crime. Go ahead and do that, because clearly we don't have nothing for you. So here's the frustration part of it. And then, there's a scene like later on in the show where he actually was honest and upfront in an interview before they found out later. He was like, listen, this is what happened. I'm not a bad person. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I literally didn't do anything. And I did my
Mhm.
time, and this is where I'm at. And even after that, still didn't get hired. So I don't blame the man for taking the money out the ATM, dog. Like, what is
Right,
there?
right. Bro, you come up.
Right.
Come on. Me and my wife was watching this. She was like, "Would you take that shit?" I was like,
Easily.
"Yeah, I
Easily.
would have, bro."
Shit,
Would
I
you
found
take
out I
him
got
to
super strength and I can just punch an ATM and get. All right.
mine? Mine. Say something. And you gonna be the next ATM. Say something. I'm gonna turn you. You look like an ATM right now.
Like
Say something.
you got some cash on you, man. You want to
Yeah,
make a
yeah, yeah,
withdrawal.
yeah. You look like you want to put it in my hand too right now, don't it?
Man, boy. And her. So Sabrina. Oh, she caught your attention though. Okay, so she ain't so it ain't too boring though. She ain't too boring though, because she ain't okay. What you gotta say? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey,
No,
Nadine Mills, man, plays Sabrina, man, the telekinetic. The telekinetic. She's really the Black Jean Grey. That
mm,
would, I mean, not as powerful, obviously.
mm.
But her sister, bro, bro, her sister, boy, frustrates me so much.
Yeah. She a pain in the
Oh
ass,
boy,
bro.
listen, she does the.
Hey, shout out to homeboy for giving her no time of day.
Oh, Michael's like,
Oh,
nah.
Mike ain't having it. He's like, "Yep, have a good day, bye, peace."
That- she
He's like, "I
does
don't know what's wrong with him, cause you thirsty as hell, bro. What? Back up."
right. He's like, I got a woman, dog.
He's
Like, she
tough,
at the house.
yeah.
She at the house. So Charlene, Sabrina's sister, like, she does the dumbest stuff. She does the dumbest stuff. I was like, in one part, obviously she's a sister. She's gonna look out for Sabrina, no matter what argument they're in. Let a stranger just come, a third party come over there and start spitting right while they're arguing. No. They're gonna quickly turn on you. That's just what it's gonna be. So that part of her, I do admire. But everything else, like her life choices, like she does some really dumb stuff. I was like,
Mhm.
there's no way you this dumb. There's no way.
She's that dumb, bro. She's that dumb. She's like, "Oh boy from Lord of the Rings."
I'm like, come on, man. Like, this can't be real. This can't be life, bro. This can't be life, man. And my man right here, he's probably like
Oh,
my least favorite.
that's the drug dealer guy, right?
Yeah, the weed seller. Yeah, Rodney.
I didn't even know he had that shit too.
Yeah, yeah. He got it too, bro. He got it too. And his ability is he's like the Flash. This man wound up in Scotland and didn't know how he got there.
Bro, I don't understand. So why is this shit just hitting everybody randomly at the same time now?
Well, it's not at the same time. They got to be under high duress. So obviously, with Michael, he got stabbed, and
He had
obviously
never
that's when
been
he.
under high duress before. That's the
Nah,
first
I
time
guess
he.
under extreme. I mean, hell, you almost died. You got stabbed in the chest, like right here, in the heart. So
That's
he traveled back in time, right? Sabrina with telekinesis, right? Like she caught her boyfriend cheating and she was like super pissed. And then, he tried to touch her or whatever. She like back up and threw his ass against the door. And Taser, he revealed his abilities. Like he knew he had it, but he never told anybody because he wanted to perfect it and make sure he can do it at will. So I would say Taser is more of a veteran, even though he don't show it.
So Taser was looking for that problem. So when he showed up to that party and he was sitting there and he was focused and he was looking around and then they pulled up and he was the first one to run outside.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted to happen. He wanted somebody to pull up so he can go outside and see if he could use that shit at will. That's gangster.
Pretty much. And Andre super pissed at life, pretty much. How life been treating him. And then, he punched the ATM and boom, you got super strength. And, there you have it. I forgot what was Rodney's kick, but I think he was getting chased or something was going on. And then he just ran and then boom, he stopped. How I wound up in Scotland from South London. What the hell just happened? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now he's more of a rookie into this because he's trying to figure out how to do this. He's running around. He can't duplicate it, but, he'll get there, man. But we going back into back up just 1 second for Supacell. Like, you got to go back and watch Supacell, dog. Like,
all right. Look, we'll recount next week.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a more honest review. I'll give you a more honest review.
Yeah. So now we're gonna jump into House of the Dragon, man, the most recent episode. You know what? This Discord conversation right here, man. What?
Look, dude. Look. So all right. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. You said I was laughing, right? Because I said that my wife was like, "Oh yeah, ain't shit really happened the 4th episode," because we watched the 3rd episode. And then by the time the 4th episode was on, because we were catching up, I was like, "Man, I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay down, but you can watch the 4th episode if you want." She was like, "All right, bet." So she watched it. The next day, I'm like, "Yo, I'm finna watch it," and she was like, "Ain't shit really going on." I was like, "Damn, for real still?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." So I jumped on there and I watched the 4th episode, and I'm like, "Bro, how you gonna look at me dead in my face and tell me ain't shit going on, bro? It's crazy." So I've shared that in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Here go Erskine talking about. I mean, she ain't lying though.
She ain't.
She ain't lying. I was like, what you talking about? So I had to throw it out there, right? I was like, did you see the 4th episode?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. So I just want to spoilers, right? Spoilers. We talking about it, right?
Right.
The king died, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The king died. His dragon died, bro. Corallis's wife, Pivotal, the one who says he's gonna go out there and wipe out all of Sir what's his nuts? His crusades. Yeah, the Scent. Yeah, the Scent. Him, right?
Yeah,
she got murked. And her dragon got murked. Bro, her right there, bro. They got murked. This is crazy right here, right? Because Corlys, she's first of all, she's on Rhaenyra's council.
Yes.
Corlys is her husband. Corlys is about to go out to sea. And when Corlys finds out that this happened, it's going to be a problem, right? Now, granted, he knew she was going out there, so you got to understand that this is a possibility that this could happen.
Yes.
But in the way that it happened, right? Not only did that happen, but the way the king died, his brother came up there and had no regard for, he didn't directly kill him, but he had no regard for him being there whatsoever. He's like, my target, yup.
Aemon, yeah.
Aemon is quiet, bro, but he's a dog, son. He's quiet, but he's a dog. Anyways, he come up, he see his brother up there fighting with Rhaenys. Is like, both of y'all could get it. I'm trying to save my kingdom over here, right? And Aegon was told by Alicent already anyway, like, listen, just shut up and look pretty.
Yeah, because you're
You're
dumb.
you're an idiot. You're not a king. You're just the son of the king. You know what I mean? Like, just shut up, look pretty, and let the adults make the decisions. He didn't like that, so that's what ended up in the position that he's at in the first place.
Well, that
Baemon knows that.
sort of. The thing is, Amon do not forget. He's an elephant. He never forgets. So if you disrespect him in some way, because like you said, he's quiet. The previous episode, you remember,
He was clowning him for being with
Aegon
that.
was messing with him in the brothel. He was teasing him or whatever. And Aemon did not say a word. He didn't say nothing. He just kept on booking. So this past episode here, Aemon insults this man at the council by speaking High Valyrian because Aegon don't know how to speak it that well. But Aemon does because he paid attention while he was growing up. So he started speaking High Valyrian.
Oh yeah.
So he was throwing shade at him to his face, and he kept it moving. So
right.
And he like, this ain't it,
Dope.
bro.
This is great character progression, right? So now you see the rise of Aemon, right? And you see what type of life what type of time he's on, right? Which we already knew by the end of the last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
What type of time he was on, but like now we're seeing it. Like he doesn't give. Anybody can get it, bro. Anybody can get it if you come across and you disrespect them, right?
Yeah,
that happens. So the castle. How many castles got conquered so far this season? 3.
I mean, they weren't really
3.
like big gets because it's like the one that Damon found.
No, this is all still set up though. This is all still set up.
Of course, yeah.
So of course, I mean, we almost saw a big battle. We kind of did when Rhaenys ate it. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you, the first season of Game of Thrones, bro, was boring, bro. Was boring. And don't, because bro, it was all character progression, right? It was character progression, which is the same as this. I'm not saying that the first season of the House of Dragon wasn't boring, but for anybody to say that the House of the Dragon is whack compared to Game of Thrones and ain't shit going on right now, you a bald-faced liar, bro. Lying.
But Deuce said it best though. Everyone been saying House of the Dragon is good, which it is. But Game of Thrones made me not want to watch it. That's what he said. But Game of Thrones is the reason I watching House of the Dragon. The first season of Game of Thrones, the drama of House of the Dragon is what kept me interested. It wasn't like the violence of it because it wasn't hardly any, really. I mean, people died or whatever, but it wasn't like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? It was more like Viserys and what he wanted to do and stuff like that, right? Game of Thrones, 28 bodies was dropped. 28 was dropped.
In the first season?
In the first season, 28 bodies dropped in Game of Thrones.
Like, okay, 28 bodies dropped, but
significant bodies. So it's not like fodder. But you know what I'm saying?
What? You said how many bodies?
28.
Significant bodies?
Like people that had like speaking roles, like people that was like maybe the council. For instance, the first 10 minutes of Game of Thrones, White Walkers pull up and killed off the humans and made symbols out the body parts. One escaped, found Ned Stark, and relayed this information and got decapitated for it because he ran off. And then
but who are these people? What I'm saying is like this. Yes, they died, but this is plot building. This is story building. This is nobody of significance. The first person who really died of significance in Game of Thrones was Jon Arryn, right? And you didn't even see that really like that.
Yeah, he died before. Yeah,
you didn't even see that like that. You had Jory Castle who died, right? He was the captain of the guards of the House Stark.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was there for like 5 episodes. Viserys, he died. That was significant.
But not the first episode though. Like he died like close to the end of the season.
But that was the first season. I was like, I was like somewhere in the middle of the season. Robert Baratheon, which like again, like Robert Baratheon, that was significant. Sirio,
Sansa's the wolf.
Sansa's teacher, yeah, and
Well, no,
that
that's
stuff.
Arya's teacher. Sansa's wolf, because that was also significant because she was the only one without one at that point. Oh, by the way, and Bran got pushed out the window the first episode, which like none of that shit was going on in the first episode of House of the Dragon. Like the stuff that we see in House of the Dragon, we saw in Game of Thrones, basically, but I think the fact that there was no magic in the world in Game of Thrones or whatever, because all the dragons was dead, and once the dragons were hatched, like Game of Thrones as a whole, that's why Daenerys stands like at kind of like at the top at that point, because she the only one that had dragons. You know what I'm saying? And we did see a dragon fight before. We seen a White Walker dragon versus Daenerys's dragon. So it's kind of like
in season 8.
Yeah, true. But we seen it though. Like, so when we saw Rhaenys and her dragon fighting Aemon's dragon, which is the largest dragon, he's gonna be a freaking problem. Like, he's gonna be a problem.
Aemon's dragon?
Yeah, Aemon's dragon is the biggest one.
Aemon's dragon is enormous, bro.
Yeah, Daemon gonna have to kill his nephew, man. That's just what's gonna happen. But you know what I'm saying?
Are you rooting for Daemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aemon is a problem. Like, people don't realize, bro. Like, Aemon is not a good guy. He's not a good guy.
I don't think Daemon's a good guy either, though.
He's a better dude than Aemon is. Because Aemon,
he's still not a good dude.
So with Daemon is, he's just upset at the fact that he didn't get the throne. But at the same time, with Rhaenyra, it's like, okay, I'm married to her. Okay, it's whatever. It is what it is at that standpoint. He's wrestling with that. But as far as him betraying her, that I don't see that happen. Aemon, however, he will stab you in the back. Like, yes, with Aegon, he deserved to catch that L. I mean, first of all, don't drink and ride. This man was drunk.
And to be fair, and to be 100% fair, it's not confirmed that Aegon is dead.
No. He's just severely injured, but he's gonna be dead soon. Just call it what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So, but still, like, what? Even if he comes back, was he gonna say, "Bro, Aegon tried to kill me, bro"?
And people don't respect that man.
Nah, yeah, they don't. They really don't. They really don't respect that man.
You saw how that dude? You saw how the council was looking at this dude, like, as he was talking. Bro, look at this.
Yo, where is this dude's binky at, bro? Somebody get him his binky so he can shut the fuck up, bro.
Bro, he was talking, and the council, I can read their minds. They was like, bro, shut your dumb ass up.
They're like, bro, this man's still talking, bro. That's crazy.
And clearly you can't talk to him any kind of how, but Daemon, however, can. Tell him something, Daemon, and have Valerian, please, so he sounds stupid. So his own mama said, hey, bro, just sit there and chill out, because nothing you have said so far bears any fruit.
Right. But with everything that you've seen happen in the first 4 episodes of the second season, you're going to tell me, you're going to look dead in this camera right now and look at everybody listening to this podcast, watching this podcast, look at me right now and tell me ain't shit going on.
I mean, they're setting up for a big battle, but like the 4th episode is the best episode of the season. Like the first 3 episodes was talking. That's really what it was. It was talking. That's what it was. You can't tell me that what it was. It was talking.
The other 3 episodes?
Yeah, the first 3 episodes was talking.
You talking about when those rat chasers went up in there and cut the prince's head off?
Yeah, they chopped that baby up into pieces, man. How they chopped that baby up into pieces. That's the only that's the shot. No, that's the first episode, actually. Yeah, it is the first episode.
Yeah, that was the first
episode. Daemon was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this on my own because Rhaenyra
is bullshit. Yeah, she's too wound up in the death of her son. Yeah, she's too wound up over here. She can't perform. I guess I just got to go put this in my own hands. So Rhaenyra don't trust him.
Well, I think she trusts him, But at the same time, she was just mad that why did you do this without me? And he was like, well, you was out in a while. I had to do something, but I didn't tell him. He like, that's a mistake. I made a mistake. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. So I think he just on his way to like prove himself. That's why he's looking at these castles, which just so happen to be cursed, and stuff like that. Like, so 2 key points. The 4th episode with the big dragon fight, because Renice, man, she did her third dizzle. Tell me something. How the hell this big ass dragon, it just pops up out of nowhere like Jason and Friday the 13th? You don't see this big ass dragon flying around?
Yeah, he just popped up on the other side of that building real quick. But yeah, that is crazy. I don't know how you lose track of it in the first place.
Right. Yeah. The biggest dragon. Man, come on, man. How you don't see that, dog? How you don't see that?
Silly. That's silly. I don't know how you missed that, bro.
Yeah. So Renice went out like a G. She did. She went out like a G. She went out like a G.
What you think about Alan? The dude that pulled Corliss out of the water, that he says that he's
his son? Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what I like about Renice too. Renice knows he has a son.
She said, ooh, your mother must have been beautiful. I didn't know you were so becoming. And I looked at my wife and I was like,
yep.
She knows.
She told Corliss, she's like, you're gonna have to tell him, bro. Like, you're gonna just let him not know. Like, go tell him. And she wasn't even pissed. She was like, acknowledge your son, yo. Like, I'm about to go see Rhaenyra. I'm about to go handle this business right quick, because Renice goes out there, and I mean, that's a serious blow on Rhaenyra's camp, losing her, because she's typically the voice of reason when it comes to certain shit. So for her and her dragon, that's a huge L. However, Daemon is still in the pocket. Like, Daemon is not going to go over on the other side and join Aemon. That just ain't happening. But Daemon and Aemon is destined to fight.
Daemon's going through it right now too, though. Daemon is having hallucinations. He's tripping right now. He don't know what's up, what's down, what's anything.
Yeah,
he's fucked.
It's crazy though. So I think. So comparing the first season of Game of Thrones and the first season of House of the Dragon. So here's why I say, one of the reasons why I say Game of Thrones first season was better. Because Game of Thrones first season, you knew there were a vast world. You know, there was the Wall, you know, there was Westeros, you know, there was it was the North. It was various places that you saw across the map. It wasn't just like in the center location. In House of the Dragon, it comes off as it's centered in a location. Like, it's not like this. You know what I'm saying?
I think you see people from, it's implied, because if you're watching House of the Dragons, the chances are you watch Game of Thrones, so you've seen it already. Like they wouldn't go and reintroduce. They reintroduced the Wall at the beginning of the second season.
Yeah,
you know, and they and Black Castle Black. You know, so you saw that. But I think that the reason that they're not showing all of that right now is because it's implied that you've seen it in Game of Thrones already. So yeah, maybe you didn't see Dorne, but you know that Dorne, you know what Dorne is, you know what it looks like. There's a whole bunch of rich motherfuckers over there.
Oh, of course. Yeah. So to me, like when House of the Dragon was first announced, my thought process was we going to see stories about the Mad King in full splendor, or a little bit before that and leads up to that. Because honestly, when we saw some of that in Game of Thrones, it was very interesting. Like, not saying House of the Dragon was boring. I'm not saying that by any means, but Game of Thrones definitely set the precedent. Like, they have
That's what it sounded like you were saying. It sounded like you were saying like it was boring. Like everybody at this was like, there ain't shit going on. Like,
no, I watch it. I watch it. I like the intrigue and stuff. But Game of Thrones did set a standard though. Like, as far as
that House of the Dragon isn't meeting.
Not yet. Not yet. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's great. It's great. Like I'm never gonna say deny any Game of Thrones content. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say that. But they have tough act to follow, minus the last season of Game of Thrones, because a lot of people critique that very heavy. But as far as the world building and the various different characters that we saw, and nobody was safe, even though House Targaryen, a lot of people gonna lose their lives. Like this, don't get used to that shit either. And House of the Dragon, but it was other things that was at play. There was various things going on in the first season. You had White Walkers over here. You have the Lannisters over here doing their shit. You got the Starks over here. Ned being nosy, which one reason why he died. You got Joffrey over here at odds with Arya, and Sansa just being ditzy as all get out. Not to mention Daenerys being sold off to the Dothraki, which that was a whole nother race of people, which we found out in the first season. Nobody on the land want to fuck with them because you don't want to fight them on open field because they will kill you. Like nobody was trying to see the smoke with them. Like you know what I'm saying? And Viserys, I think it was Viserys, yeah. Died by hot gold on his face. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, you know what I'm saying? It was like it was a lot of moving parts in season 1. And with House of the Dragon season 1,
even when he died, was that even significant like that? Like it was when Viserys died, when Drogo killed Viserys.
Oh, that's definitely significant. Because if it weren't for him, Daenerys wouldn't even be who she is.
Yeah, not facts, but like, bro, he was an asshole. Like, no, he was never gonna become king, bro. Like that didn't do nothing for the story. You know what I'm saying? Like he was never gonna.
Hold on. So, all right, so Baratheon, right?
Robert
Baratheon. He's going to whorehouses. He hunting pigs, and meanwhile, his wife is pretty much boning her brother and having kids, and he's not seeing that. Like he ain't really fit to be a king like that either, but he made it somehow.
Yeah, but because he was running armies. He was leading armies. Him and Ned Stark, dude. He was like a certified, bro. That motherfucker had stripes.
Yeah,
that's how he got up there. Viserys, he ain't had no stripes, bro. He just thought he was gonna get on the throne because his name was Targaryen.
Right, but that was he's the rightful heir, though.
And he thought he was just gonna talk to Ivan Drago, like this is Rocky. He was gonna talk to Khal Drogo.
You will lose.
Like, yeah, if he dies, he dies. But like as if he wasn't shit. Like he was gonna do something to him anyway. Come on now. Like he was never gonna become king. And then he wasn't playing his cards right. Daenerys was. So it was there was never a question. Like, yeah, we know what his intentions were, but he wasn't going nowhere with that.
But judging from House of the Dragon, though, who has always been sitting in that seat? Targaryen. Like that's so for Viserys to feel that way. I mean, you can't say he's wrong in how he's feeling because his history has told him that. Like Targaryens has always been sitting on that Iron Throne. Like for some reason, it has changed because of the war or whatever. But rightfully, Targaryens were sitting on that throne. So for him to feel that way, he was right in feeling that way, but he was wrong in how he went about it. Obviously, because Daenerys was the one, and the Dothraki, killed off old boy. Like in the worst way possible, like
for being disrespectful, bro.
For being disrespectful, right? So, but Viserys had a frame and focus. Get the Dothraki. I'm gonna go take this Iron Throne. I'm gonna kill Robert Baratheon. I'm gonna kill these Lannisters. Who was up over at King's Landing, they gonna die. I'm gonna take the Iron Throne. Daenerys' focus was the same exact thing. I'm gonna take the Iron Throne. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of moving parts in Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? So with House of the Dragon season 1, there were moving parts, but there was one single focus, and that was Viserys and his health. And that was always the focus. So, which is very entertaining. But, when you look, again, world building over here, story getting built over here. So it's different.
The one thing I will say about House of the Dragons is that there's a lot of people to follow, and a lot of them have names that are like very, very, very similar to each other, and that shit gets confusing sometimes. Sometimes you got to think about it when they say somebody's name. Like what's old girl's name? Corliss and Rhaenys's daughter,
Lena?
Lena.
No, no,
That's
no,
what.
no. Lena is. I think Lena is. It
There's
might be Lena.
Rhaena, and
Yeah, it might
or
be
is it
Lena.
Rhaena? I think it is Lena.
It's Lena.
But
Yeah.
either way, it's sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the names. I feel like there's a lot of people to keep up with so fast right now. Whereas in Game of Thrones, I feel like it wasn't so many characters to keep up with at once.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but it feels that way for some reason right now.
Yeah, I think they're trying to put these parts together or whatever. I mean, now going back to Game of Thrones, like my favorite character, female character, is not even Daenerys. She's one of my favorite, but Olenna was my favorite character.
Olenna?
Yes, but
She was a G.
gangster, boy. That
She
old
was
lady
a
was
G.
gangster. She like let's let Cersei know I killed him.
Oh yeah, that was gangster.
And like whoop.
Took that shot like a G, knowing what it was. And Jamie was like,
he couldn't say that.
Here you
And she
go.
didn't even
Yeah.
She didn't squint. She didn't do nothing. She just stone face after she took the shot. She's like, I did it. Y'all raised a monster of a kid. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. But tell her, I did it. I did it.
Arya was definitely my favorite female in that.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Arya did her thing, man. I wish they did a sequel to Game of Thrones where they show Arya going to the other parts of the world, because there's certain parts of the map that hasn't been discovered yet. So that would have been dope to see. Like Arya start doing her thing.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Like, how far do you think this is going to go? How far do you think House of the Dragon is going to go? Do you think it's going to get to the Mad King?
I hope it does.
Me too. Really They've already done one time skip. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say they won't do a few more time skips?
Yeah, I really do hope it does, because I feel like that's where the meat of the sandwich gets at. Yes, there is the Dance of Dragons, which is crazy because I think this is what this war is going to be, the Dance of Dragons. Because you remember, I don't remember the character's name in Game of Thrones. She had like the disease, the scarred up face.
Oh, it's turning into the stone?
Yeah, turning to stone. And basically, the Hand of the King was reading her stories, right? But he was reading Dance of Dragons. I was like, oh shit, this is the war that's happening in season 2. So that's going to happen in season 2. So I'm like, all right, that just what this is. So I like the connecting of the dots. I really do hope it goes to the Mad King, because I really want to see that. Yeah,
me too. And I think at some point soon, I mean, they are going to introduce the White Walkers at some point soon. Especially, when you're talking about, you said they haven't?
I said they have to.
They have to. Yeah. I mean, that's integral in the Song of Fire and Ice to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see that also, because like, the White Walkers, and like the origin kind of the White Walkers and how they started from season 1, but like you don't know like what transpired exactly. And I don't know if that's something that's going to be shown in more detail in House of the Dragon, but that would be cool to see.
That would be dope. That would be super dope to see, man. And so we gonna jump into The Boys, man. Most recent episode, not most recent because the new episode dropped today, episode 7. We talking about episode 6. How that ending hit you, bro? Like when you find out Butcher wasn't talking to anybody.
Did you know that this whole time? Did you have a feeling? Me really neither, didn't. Bro. And I'm usually good at sniffing that shit out, bro.
Right.
I'm usually pretty good at sniffing that up. But like, obviously his wife was like not real. But we didn't know that this dude right here wasn't real.
Right. I was like, oh shit. So
and he's like, bro, I'm you when you was out there. I'm the guy that you want to be. I am you, and I know what you want because I am literally you. So you can sit here and argue with me all fucking day long, But you, I, I am the true. I am you. There's no
Yeah.
arguing with me. You know what I'm saying? You can sit here and try to reason with yourself, and you could have this angel on your shoulder over here telling you whatever reason to try to talk you out of it. But like, what you want to do is
Mm-hmm.
me. So like, when you're ready to man the fuck up, come holler at me, you sick fuck,
Yeah.
and then just leave. You know,
And just leaves. So okay.
grayscale Deuce. He just reminded me of
Yep.
that
Grayscale.
condition
Yeah.
from
Young lady had grayscale. So in so this show has deviated like immensely from the comics, right? So when I tell this comic story, it's not going to spoil the show. So I'll put it to you like that. So, like for instance, A-Train. A-Train is black in the show, but in the comics, he's white. Stormfront is a dude in the comics, and his genes went to Homelander, created Homelander. So there's that, right? But Stormfront in the show is female. And also Newman is a man in the comics, not in the show. Female. So it is like
Mm.
there's differences here. And I think Mother's Milk, there's names, there's a reason behind that. And then don't have that same habit in the show. So you got that, right? And Frenchie was super
Like
violent.
he doesn't have OCD.
Well, I haven't like read up on his. It's implying that Mother's Milk in the comics, use your imagination with that. What Homelander's fixation is, I think that's what M's was in the comic. But correct me if I'm wrong,
Oh,
Geek Corner. Don't crucify me. But the key moments in the comic is that Black Noir was created to watch Homelander because he's a clone of Homelander and a more powerful version of Homelander. So with the sexual assault of Butcher's wife, that wasn't Homelander, that was Black Noir. So Black Noir was dressing up, I guess, as Homelander, doing all these terrible things. And when Homelander finally snapped and got the heroes together to take over the White House to kill the president and all that, and he realized he wasn't really the horrible human being, and Black Noir was doing all this shit, he snapped and Black Noir killed him, right? But at the same time, Black Noir was weakened and Butcher killed Black Noir. So
that's what happens in the comic.
that was happening in the comics, though, right?
But
So
that's already way far off from what's happening here. Like I don't
way
even think it's
far off,
good.
way far
Yeah.
off. So like the way the story is going to end is we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. I just hope what's going on with Butcher, because he's showing signs that he might have to be stopped. Like he might
Butcher
have to
might
be
have to be
killed.
taught.
Huh?
That Butcher might.
Yeah. Like he's showing signs like he's fighting his, for one, he got abilities now. Because you remember when he passed out and he woke up, that suit that was in that trailer, just body parts was everywhere. Like just demolished.
Yeah, right. Bro,
So,
what's up with Huey, bro? Is Huey ever gonna be the same
no, this man,
after this, bro?
Yui out here. Yui is traumatized, bro. He's traumatized.
Huey has been through the things. He don't get his flowers enough.
Nah.
He don't get his flowers enough, especially after this episode. My jaw was on the floor.
Yeah.
For half of this episode, I was like, "What am I watching right now?" Bro?
Yeah, that's what it was.
So Huey is infiltrating this this government party, right?
Yeah.
Where Homelander is going to bully Newman into pretty much siding with him and running with him and supporting him in his campaign for superhero, right?
Yeah.
Huey comes in to kind of try to plant some bugs in there so they can get some recon of what's being said in there. And he borrows Mr. Webb's Super Web. What's his name? Web Weaver.
Yeah.
He strikes a deal with Web Weaver to borrow his costume so he can just kind of blend in and go in there as he was on the guest list.
Yeah. Smell like sweat, anger, and shame.
Mind you, to get this suit was not easy. Mother's Milk had to eat the bullet on that
one. Twice. And he didn't get hit twice. It's just the second time he got shot.
Ugh.
And
so
his
anyway,
OCD.
Yeah. And Mother's Milk, bro, you a real one for that, bro. You a real one for that, bro. You took one for the squad on a level that most people would never even fathom.
Because this guy won't.
No. Neither will this one. So he goes in there only to be confronted from the interviewer from Gen V.
Yeah.
Who came
Tech
in
Knight.
and Tech Knight. Who was like super happy right now that he thinks he's doing this with Homelander and that he's being associated with Homelander. He's like on cloud nine, and Homelander had to check him like, bro, you can't even fly, bro. We're not we're not equal, bro.
Bro,
fuck out of here, bro.
That was Superman and Batman talking. That's exactly what it was.
It was. I didn't even think about it like that, but you're right. That's exactly what that was. That was Batman and Superman talking.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at though, like he went down in the cave, and he had a butler and all that. Oh yeah, that's Batman. You got the gimp like in
yeah, with the gag in his mouth. Yeah. I was like, what the heck? Already, I was like, oh no, Huey, bro, get out of there, bro.
Get out of there,
bro. Huey, why'd you go down there, Huey? You got problems now, bro. Now you got problems.
Yeah.
So here we go, right? So he goes in there. Next thing you know, Tech Knight got this dude Huey strapped to a bench, strapped down like this, trying to mess with him and doing all type of kinky, crazy shit to him. And here come Newman. Newman.
No, not Newman.
Ashley, right?
Ashley, yeah, it was Ashley.
Ashley, yeah, not Newman. Ashley, that's right. Newman is the head popper. But yeah, Ashley paws up in there, and Ashley's like, "Oh yeah, we're in this now too." Tech Knight eventually finds out it's Huey, but by that time, bro, like, I'm not in the headspace to fight nobody.
No.
I'm not in the headspace. I'm beyond fucked up at this moment in time. I'm not fighting nobody. I gotta take a second to reflect. Yeah, I mean, I'm completely incapacitated for a little bit. That's crazy, bro.
Because Ted Knight was gonna like carve this dude, like put holes in this man.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, yeah. Look, it felt like it took forever for them to get down there, bro. Like it took. I'm like, come on, can you save this man, bro? You don't deserve this shit.
How long you gonna let this go on, bro?
Right.
And then, mind you, right before this, he just had to kill his dad.
Yeah.
Huey's got a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of shit
girlfriend.
going on. And you saw that when Starlight came in and saw Huey just chilling there, and he was just like, bro, I'm not okay. Yeah. I'm not okay. And it was a combination of this for sure, but also the loss of his dad, and like now the reintegration of his mom, because like, how do you navigate that? Somebody that you didn't like for so long because they've been missing out of the picture. Now you're trying to reintegrate them into your life and like, make amends. That's a whole different story there too.
Yeah.
So with Huey going on right now, there's a lot, and Huey really don't get the flowers he deserves for putting up with the shit that he puts up with.
Yeah. And he really don't, man. But this right here, this is my baby right here, man. This is my girl right here, man. Sister Sage, boy. A lot of people don't realize she was in Orange is the New Black. She was one of the guards.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she was one of the guards. She just had shorter hair. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that.
I loved Orange is the New Black too. I watched the shit out of that.
Yeah, so Sage and Firecracker, she don't like Firecracker, obviously, because she's the smartest person in the world. So, but she do want to be dumb for just like just like a couple hours, so she could be normal. So when MM shot her in the head, Homelander's right hand woman is no longer coherent or smart enough to talk to these right wing politicians, basically. That these big wigs, these billionaires, and all that. She's like playing with ice cream and shit. Like she's doing all,
eating it with her hands.
What is happening, bro?
Fucked up, bro. But eventually she'll get right. She's just a little bit kind of fucked up right now because it seems like all of those like high tier soups have like some kind of regeneration ability.
Yeah. So, but she revealed that. Well, technically, Homelander doesn't know. Homelander just like, what are you doing? And he's thinking like she's judging from the first episode. Newman had to step in and like just pull shit out of her ass. That's basically what she did because it's like she wasn't prepared to speak, but she had to do something to get these politicians to do what they need them to do because Sister Sage is out of commission temporarily. And maybe Homelander will realize what her vulnerability is and, pop in the head or something like that and make her get dumb because anytime she's outsmarts him, it could be one of them situations where, boop, I'm going to hit you in the head and you can get dumb for a second. That kind of thing. So I haven't seen episode 7 yet, so I don't know what exactly is going to transpire. But Firecracker, however, is there. And this is an opportunity for Firecracker to do her thing, which, yep.
Why you got
Yo,
my man was dumbfounded. You
like, yo,
is that
what I think it is?
Is that what I think it is? He said, but you're not pregnant. He's like, oh no. He's like, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Yeah, it took a couple of surgeries and shit like that, but we back.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, bro. I was like, okay. So Homelander's weakness is back, and breast milk. You make my day. It's 100% Cambodian, man. Bro, this dude is gone, bro. I was like, yo, like,
he can't think straight at this point. In this point where this picture was taken right here, bro, he was somewhere else.
Yes,
which is crazy, man, because that's the right play if you're Firecracker.
Yeah, like look at this man. Look at this man. The man's a shell of himself. The minute milk hit that man's face, that was exactly. The moment milk hit that man's face, he was through. He was through dealing. Like his whole personality changed. He was like,
he said, "Where am I? What's today?"
Exactly. He was like, "I'm not attracted to you." She was like, nah, this is more than that, yo. Go do your thing. That's loyalty. Go and do your thing. So now, judging from this episode, Firecracker got Homelander in her back pocket. Like she can make him do whatever because she has breast milk. And so it's like, oh, well, so whatever Sister Sage. So now I feel like there's an internal struggle with Sage and Firecracker because Sage has the smarts. She's the smartest person in the world. But Firecracker has a trump card in having breast milk because that's what Homelander wants. Like
that's what are we talking about right now, bro? What are we talking about? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy that this is even a conversation, bro. Yeah. Sage is really smart, but Firecracker got breast milk.
Yes.
What? But that's what it is. That's what it is. That's crazy. And it's crazy. What's really, really cool is that like you could tell Sage is interested in the downfall of Homelander. And you can tell that that she is not with it, and she's taking advantage of the opportunity that she has in front of her, right? So like
Yeah.
her being incapacitated and shot in the head, I think if Homelander finds that out and is able to get her to slip, then that'll be his opportunity.
Yeah. Okay. Did anybody ever thought about this though? We know Homelander's weakness is breast milk. Did anybody thought about putting like some anti-V or some kind of chemical in breast milk to keep him at bay? That way, when he flies around and acts all crazy, you give him some milk and he's weak. He's weak for a certain amount of time. He don't even know why. You know what I'm saying?
Smell it?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for instance, like Edgar, right? Like Edgar didn't think about this. Like to keep him at bay. But then again, his weakness is, wanting to be appreciated. And in this season, you start that switch gonna flip where he no longer cares. And when he no longer cares, it's going to be a serious problem because now he don't care anymore. So
right.
I feel like Stan Eggers should have some kind of plan in motion where you plant some kind of explosive device or something inside of breast milk where he constantly drinks and boom, dead Homelander. That's it.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think that I don't know why they haven't thought about that. That is crazy.
Because they're dumb. They're not Sister Sage.
Because they're silly, bro. They're silly.
They're not Sister Sage, man. That's not what it is, bro. So my boy, man, you already know what time it is, man. We got to do our top 10. Our top 10, bro. Our top 10 underrated PS1 games.
Yep.
Yeah. You know. So, man, I know I got my 10. I feel very confident in my underrated 10. This is some of our listeners for the Geek Corner favorite part of the show is our top 10 list, and we gotta do our part, man. We gotta do our part. So how do you feel about this list, man?
I feel like it was a tough list, bro. It was a tough list, but again, like I just had so many left over from the last list that I was just like kind of the ones that I had to make room for. And the last one I just kind of try to get them in order somehow on this new one. That was tough, but
okay. All right, man. I'll say it's tough, man. Hey, listen, dude said I only judge top 5.
I know. I remember that this time too.
Yeah, he only judged top 5. So I think I started off last time.
Well, at number 10, I got Mega Man Legends.
Mega Man Legends, bro. Okay.
I got Mega Man Legends at number 10. And Mega Man didn't make my list last week, and that hurt my feelings, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That ate me up a little bit. But Mega Man Legends, I think was my favorite Mega Man on the PlayStation.
Really? Okay. I see what you mean. So that's Mega Man Legends. That's what you're talking about there. Yep,
Mega Man Legends. I don't know, man. There's something about me that I just love that open world RPG stack.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, man. Mega Man Legends is it's a good game. I did play that. I did play Mega Man Legends. That's not a bad pick, bro. That's not a bad pick. So for me, man, I would have to say my top 10 is G Darius. Is G Darius. That is the one for me. I remember playing that game with my cousin all the time, and I think it was on like the PlayStation demo pack, and I used to,
I was about to say, bro, I think I remember getting this on a demo disc one time. Yeah, bro, it's crazy because look, this PSX graphics, you see how hard to get those fire textures right and shit like that. It got like those polygon graphics, but with a highly textured fire. That shit is funny. That shit was crazy at that time though. You see that he was like, whoa.
But the thing about this one was, when you fight the boss, they always gonna shoot this red beam cannon at you, right? But if you can suck up whatever you caught, and you can shoot your own beam cannon, and if you win it out, your beam cannon gets bigger, and it's kind of like it gets you to beat the boss pretty easy. And there's like pathways to get to different final bosses, so you don't have just a singular final boss. You can go like up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. You can take different pathways. So I really did like that, man. So that is my number 10, bro. What is your what's your number 9?
I got Gran Turismo 2 at number 9.
Gran Turismo 2. Huh. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Why Gran Turismo 2?
I mean, I think this is like my introduction to like Sims. You know what I'm saying? Like a simulator type game. And like I always loved cars. And this was something that I was like, oh, okay, I got to get my license. Like, I got to climb up. I got to get the next car. Then I got to mod it. And I got to go. Bro, this was like, I spent hours on hours. And this game is not easy either, bro. This game is not at all easy. It was, at that time, it was like ahead of its peers in terms of physics. Yeah. And in terms of the world environment and textures and features and stuff, this was like PlayStation's one of their flagship games. Yeah, for sure, right here.
I mean, honestly and truly, Gran Turismo had a chokehold on the racing simulation industry. Like it was it if you want a racing sim. And then of course, Xbox had Sega GT, didn't pop off as hard until they got Forza, and then Forza took over. Yeah, but Gran Turismo is it? I mean, hell, they made a movie out of it, so that lets you know the impact that Gran Turismo have, and they still make Gran Turismo games. People got steering wheels and clutch pedals, gas pedals, brake pedals, and the throttle, the gear stick and everything. So, I mean, people take this shit seriously, bro. Like, take it seriously, and I find it amazing that the movie was based off a true story. Like, this person that won these races played this game to the letter. Which is wild. So
that's crazy.
Respect for Gran Turismo 2. Now this right here, I feel like is a hidden gem, and it is Panzer Bandit. Have you ever heard of that?
I don't think so. No, I've never played it.
Man, Panzer Bandit, man. I played this recently. I say like last year or two, and it is a beat 'em up, man. Obviously PS1 has some serious anime cutscenes and stuff, man. This was a really good game. I'm like, man, this is a gem. This is highly underrated because I don't know anyone that actually had this game, like at all. So
you get special moves, you got specials and shit like that.
Yeah. You get special moves and everything. You get to unlock stuff like the fireball that you just saw. And you got a little avatar that's right behind you, so that's one of those cool factors deals. Like you see how you catch somebody in midair? Yeah. So you had move sets for this beat 'em up. So I feel like this is a definitely underrated gem that is out there, bro. Like if you got a PS1 emulator, get you a PS1 emulator and get you some Panzer Bandit in your life.
Oh, I got it. I got
one. I knew it. So that is my number 9, man. So what is your number 8?
8, I got Xenogears.
You got Xenogears?
Yeah.
Which is what? Wasn't that my number? I feel like that was my number 2 or 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, like in the.
Oh, that's right. That was your number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
I guess that's not super underrated, but that is a really good game. That was one of the ones that I had to take off of mine. And put it back on there.
Bro, the cutscenes on this was amazing. Like
ahead of its time, bro.
Really did love Xenogears, man. And I wish they'd do a remake of it because I think we are in an age where we can have a remake of it and still have the anime cutscenes. Like don't take that out. Like give us a remake of Xenogears just let us go to town on that, man. So I'm with you on that. I feel you on that.
What you got at number 8?
My number 8 is Virtual Pro Wrestling, bro. Yeah,
that shit was fun as hell, bro.
Virtual Pro Wrestling, bro. That was it for me, man. That was like one of the best wrestling games that was out.
Facts.
Yeah. And I wish.
But you got to think at this time, like there was a SmackDown game I think that came out for the PSX. Yep. And that wasn't looking like this. I don't think it was anywhere near as smooth as this was. Because this also does remind me of like Virtual Fighter.
Yeah.
Like those polygon like kind of shapes. Look how smooth that is, bro.
Yeah. That's supposed to be Vader, I think. Yeah, man. This was wrestling games was like really, really, really good. And you had like more than one like wrestling company. And obviously you got the New Japan video game Fire Pro Wrestling, which is highly interactive, where you can just change stuff around rings and create wrestlers and all this stuff. Then you got the 2K series of WWE, which is more like a simulation than anything else. But Virtual Pro Wrestling, loved it. Love Virtual Pro Wrestling, bro.
Ooh, got him,
man.
That's a good one. That's a good one. At my number 7, I got Driver.
You the wheel man? You the
Driver,
wheel man?
You are the wheel man.
Wow. Okay. You are the wheel man. I feel you on that.
That's another car game. But like again, this is kind of like on some Grand Theft Auto type shit.
Yeah.
Man, this was so fun. This was so fun, bro. This was like up there with like Crazy Taxi and shit. Yeah, it's like it's a different concept, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But it's something about like driving and meeting missions and deadlines and stuff like that that's always just been fascinating and appealing to me. And super fun. Yeah,
man. I mean, I played Driver a good bit. I mean, especially with the storyline or whatever, and it reminds me of Gone in 60 Seconds, dude.
Yeah.
Bit. But Driver is actually pretty dope, man. My number 7 is Dragon Ball Z Legends.
Fair.
For the PS1, man. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, with Dragon Ball Z Legends, you had. Let me get on my soapbox for a second. They gave us Ultimate Battle 22, that trash ass Dragon Ball Z game for PlayStation, bro. You Americanized Ultimate Battle 22 and expect us to like that shit? They gave us Dragon Ball. Yeah, Dragon Ball GT, right? Final Bout, which was trash, still the same. But Dragon Ball Z Legends, you should have gave us this. You should have. This is what I got.
It's funny that you put this at number 7 because I put this at number 6.
Really? That's your number?
I really did. I put this at number 6.
We did it again, man. We did it again.
Bro, Dragon Ball Legends was like, and I'm like I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan at this time.
Yeah.
At this time in my life, I'm a big time Dragon Ball fan. And this shit had me going crazy. Me and my brother.
Yeah.
Hours, bro, playing this game, bro. We'd be talking the most shit.
Yeah.
The most shit, bro.
And so for the listeners out there, this was not an American game. This was Japanese. This was a Japanese import. So on the back of your PlayStation, you had a little slot on the right side on the back that you can put a converter in the back. And obviously you got to do something a little crazy with your PlayStation. You got to take it out. I put a piece of tape over this small button that's in the inside, let it spin one time and keep spinning, and then my converter plays it. That's what I was doing. That's how I was handling business with that. But with Dragon Ball Z Legends, you was playing the story. Like you was playing the story, and this, like, why did you not give us the Americanized version, man? Because this was it.
Facts. When I had my PlayStation, my dad took it to a spot in New York.
Yeah.
That was down in the cut, and they modded it. And then, so I was able to play like copy discs on my PlayStation. So like we would just go out there and go to Blockbuster and we would rent a game and then we would burn it and then take it back. And I just had I had a big ass library of PlayStation 1 games, bro.
Yeah.
I had a lot of PS1 games though, because my dad he liked doing that. He'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna burn some shit, woo, and I'm like, yeah, let me get this. He used to even go as far as to like print out the art and put it in the CD disc and shit. But that was before all those anti-piracy laws started getting real crazy.
Hey, bro, PlayStation allowed us to do a lot of things, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of things. A lot of things.
Did.
And I don't remember though. Didn't Dragon Ball Z Legends have like an anime scene or something like that? Or Ultimate? What was funny about it is Ultimate Battle 22 had a kick-ass like anime opening scene, right? It puts you in the mode to play the game, but when it's time to fight though, nah.
Yeah,
everybody's super move was the same. They did the hand gestures and everything, but it was just like this big ball. That's how you knew it was a super mode. Everybody had the same thing, and I was like, man, this is trash. What is this?
It's just stupid.
This is
bro, this is such a good game, bro. Watching it right now brings back mad memories, bro.
Easily
whooping that ass, bro. Whooping that.
Like,
so what you got? You
go ahead, because I can talk about Dragon Ball Z Legends all day.
This was number 6 for me. So what you got at number 6?
My number 6 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for the PS1, man. That was my number 6, bro, which is another fighting game, man. And actually it's on the Dreamcast as well, and you can play the story mode, and you can just simply play the game. And like this was based off of Stardust Crusaders too. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I didn't play this.
You never played that? You should.
I should.
You should, man. I mean, you've seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure before, right? And Stardust Crusaders, I feel like this is the best one to base the game off of. Because that was more like a fighting type of deal. So, really did love and respect JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I mean, don't be surprised if it's on my top 10 Dreamcast games. I ain't gonna hold you.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But that is my number 6. Now we are in the top 5, man.
Yes, sir.
So what is in your number 5?
At number 5, I have Armored Core.
Whoa! Wow!
Now
Damn.
you want to talk about top demo games all time, bro?
Yeah.
This was on almost every demo disc, bro. And this shit was like it. So I never felt, because this was like the demo, I never felt like I needed to get like the actual game.
Yeah.
But then I did get the actual game, and it is way better than what they just give you in the demo disc. This is actually a really good game. And I think it didn't get a lot of love because it was available to play for free for so long. But this game was fire.
Ooh, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Armored Core or Mech Warrior?
I say Armored Core.
Okay. I feel you on that.
What about you?
I'll probably have to say the Mech Warrior series. I kind of like that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think Armored Core just came out with a game recently. Not like too much. I think they did, and actually really good. Like graphically, it's really good. Like I wouldn't mind playing it. I'll probably catch it on a sale or something like that. But I definitely check that out, man. My number 5 is a mech. It is a
nice. Back to back.
But it is Gundam Battle Assault. That is my number 5.
Yo, that's crazy because I took that off of my top 10 all the time, and I don't know why that is not even on here.
Wow.
I don't know how I missed that.
Wow. It was
I love this game, bro.
Yeah, Gundam Battle Assault series for PS1, man. Woo, boy, this thing was cooking, boy. This thing was cooking. I used to love playing this thing. Love playing it. Graphically, it looked good. And you play with different Gundams, whatever. There was a story mode to it, man. This was crazy. I really did love Gundam Battle Assault.
It was the feel behind the combat in this one that was unlike any other that I had. It was like, I don't know if it was just because of how bulky the characters are or what.
Yeah.
But something about the feel of this fighter made it unlike any other fighter that I was playing before. I love this game.
Yeah, man. To put in perspective, man, the greatness of Gundam Battle Assault has not been duplicated yet. Like, I know they just recently put out a Gundam. Matter of fact, no. There is a Gundam game that is 3D and it's 2v2, and it's on PlayStation 4 only. It's not on Steam. It's not on Xbox or nothing. If you go to anime conventions, that particular Gundam game is on there, and they have a whole roster of Gundams. Like every Gundam series up to the most recent is on there. Even the manga only Gundams is on there. And you have to fight strategically 2v2. Like you can't just go up in there and start bucking because you want to get murked easy.
Right.
But this one right here is really good. And also, I mean, to go back, like even with Gundam Battle Assault 2, man, like Gundam Battle Assault 2, which like you had all these Gundams to play with, man, bro, it just got better. It just got better.
Oh yeah,
it just got better, man. That is my number 5, bro. What is your number 4?
At number 4 for me, and I couldn't remember if you had this on your top 10 last week or not.
Oh, okay.
Soul Blade.
I did not have it on there, but I respect the hell out of that shit. I respect it, bro. Why Soul Blade?
Bruh. It was between Soul Blade and Tekken. When it comes to like these kind of 3D fighters, those were the two that I remember playing the most out of all of them. And I don't know if I remember playing like, because Soul Calibur, did that even come out to the PS2, right?
Yeah.
Or the Dreamcast, maybe?
Yeah, Dreamcast definitely had Soul Calibur. And then Soul Calibur 2, which I feel like that was great.
But so this was peak. This and Tekken were the two peak fighters at that time for me.
Okay. Yeah, Soul Blade. Yeah, I feel like Soul Blade don't get a whole lot of love because a lot of people go to Soul Calibur, which Soul Calibur is a sequel to this. But a lot of people don't like look at Soul Blade, so I can definitely see why that is a underrated title, man. But Soul Blade definitely belongs there, man, because 3D Fighters was PS1 specialty, boy. It's all day. My number 4 is X-Men Children of the Atom.
Oh, bro, you said that with so much conviction. Bro.
I said that with conviction. Children of the Atom, man. That is my number 4, man. Love this game. This thing started it all. This right here. Started it all. That and Marvel Superheroes. This started the Versus series. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was killing them with Psylocke. A lot of people sleep on Psylocke, but she was doing work out there.
Okay. I feel like I remember playing this game. But I don't think this was one of those ones that I just put in like a ton of hours on and shit.
Yeah.
But this is good though. This is good. This is a good pick. Because there were other X-Men games that were coming out, obviously, that we talked about that were just like taking precedent. But when we talk about fighters, X-Men fighters, I think this is like at the top of the list.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, Marvel Superheroes is slightly better, to be honest. But X-Men, I was a huge X-Men fan, still is. So to have this here, I was on that, and I was still is a huge Magneto. The way they depicted Magneto in Marvel Superheroes, because I have the arcade cabinet, like I keep saying that, right in front of me, and oftentimes I get on the sticks and I start playing. And whenever people hear, I'm like, yo, let's get on the sticks and let's rock. So X-Men Children of the Atom, that's my number 4, bro. We in the top 3 now. What you got?
All right, at number 3, I got Hogs of War.
Wait a minute, say that one more time.
Hogs of War.
Hogs of War. Whoa. Wow.
You remember that?
Wow. Wow.
Bro, you want to talk about fun games, bro? This shit was fun as hell.
I don't think I ever played this, but I heard about this. Like, I would never imagine this to be on your underrated list. But
because this is one of those games that's just like hours. Like this is like on some Zelda type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not that epic of a story, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's not on Zelda's level in that way, but it's like in one of those terms where you could just sit there and explore and then just run and do missions and shit like that. Mm-hmm. This was an awesome game for
her. Okay, man, I'm with that. That is your number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is your number 3. My number 3 is Battle Arena Toshinden, boy.
Oh yeah, bro.
That is my number 3, man.
You and these fighters, dog.
Bro, FGC, man. I was old school,
I ain't mad at you, bro.
And not for nothing, this is an anime. There's an anime movie about this.
I didn't know that.
It's short. All right, it's short. Don't know, and it's bloody, and it's not like, don't go into it for the story. The best I can tell you. Just go in there for the fights.
For the fights.
And, yeah, and keep it moving. But Battle Arena Toshinden snuck up on me, and I forgot how I ended up getting my hands on this. I don't know, maybe a friend of mine gave it to me. I really don't remember. But anywhere I went, I took my PS1 with me. So I went to my aunt's house. So, shout out to my aunt Nancy. So anytime I was over there, I bring my PlayStation 1 with me. So Battle Arena Toshinden was there. Someone gave me a used one, right? And it had a little bit of scratches on it. So you know how it is. PlayStation 1 player, So I had to, write that thing down hard or whatever. And then I started playing it. And Edgy, even though he's like the main character, he's like one of my favorite ones. Because he does this kind of dragon punch type deal where he goes up with his sword and it's like he'll pop you one. But
like a little tornado?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So honestly, I can see why they didn't continue with this, because you got games like Soul Calibur, Samurai Showdown, Tekken. So I mean, going by the wayside, I understand why. They got to do something a little bit different, but that's what it was. This was Tekken, but with swords. That's basically what it was.
Edgy just hit a full scorpion just now. You saw that?
Yeah, you saw his body just live.
Yeah, bro, yeah, full scorpion. That looked like it hurt.
Man, so what's your number 2?
At number 2, I got Suikoden 2.
What?
Suikoden. Yeah.
Suikoden. Wow, that is a classic, bro. That is a classic. Wow. I think this is on the Switch too. I think there's like the remake.
I think it is on the Switch. I think it is on the Switch. Bro, look how beautiful that looks, bro.
So why Suikoden?
Well, because this, so I was telling you about when we talked about on, I think it was the Nintendo, and we were talking about some of these games of what was it? Secrets of Mana.
Yeah.
Like this, Secrets of Mana is what got me into this. And then this was like my second version of bro, this is like my next turn-based fighter or turn-based RPG. And this shit, like the visuals in this and the colors and the environment was top tier for me, bro.
Yeah.
This was actually originally in my top 3.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
For the list 2 weeks ago? Wow, this snuck up on me, man. Suikoden, man.
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
Bro, look how beautiful that looks, bro. PSX, look how beautiful.
Yeah, for PlayStation 1, bro, like PlayStation was like king when it comes to RPGs and fighters, man. That's just what it was. I might have to get this, honestly. I might have to get this for the Switch. Like Suiko then, like I'm at like anytime I'm like on long trips or whatever, that's when I really like dig down and play some RPGs because you know, obviously there's no like, you know, probably no internet where I'm going or whatever the case might be. And obviously I'm not gonna take my gaming laptop with me everywhere I go. So I got the Switch. I can just download some RPGs and keep it moving. So Suiko did. I respect that. That belongs in the top 2, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my number 2 is Bloody Roar.
Oh yeah. I think that was in my list last week.
Bloody Roar, man. That is my number 2, man. I know. This shit should come back. That this right here, you can bring this back.
Yo, imagine what that would look like now, bro. Imagine what this shit would look like now, bro.
Stupid, bro. Like, okay, we got Tekken. Check. DOA. Pretty much not a Virtual Fighter. Obviously, is on a comeback. I'm hearing rumors that a new Virtual Fighter is coming. Huge Virtual Fighter fan. Like in some ways, I do feel like Virtual Fighter is better than Tekken in ways. But Bloody Roar, this is unique. Like this right here, you could do so much with this thing, man. Can you give us this, please? Can you give us a remake?
For real? That would be really, 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 really dope to have.
Yeah,
brand new now.
Bring it out, man. I really did love Bloody Roar, and
those transitions and those combos would be like nasty, especially if there's like a tag team kind of like mode where you could just like chain combos into like bringing your next character in and shit like that, and like just them turning into animals and how those links would look. That shit would look dope, even if they added like support characters. Man, that would look cool. Man.
You be like, I know. In that corner.
Yeah.
You can easily do that because I think Virtual Fighter. No, you know what? Tecmo. When Tecmo did the Dead or Alive, how fluid the movements are. Like Bloody Roar can easily do that. Like do the transition, turn it into the animal, and still continue with your combos or whatever. But just on a 3D plane as a 3D character. Man, come on, man. They should make an anime about this.
I agree. Oh. They had something similar at one time. What was that? What was that one that they had that was similar that came out a few years ago?
Is it on Crunchyroll or Netflix?
I think it was on Crunchyroll.
Was the main character a wolf or something?
I think so.
Now that's Beastars, if I'm mistaken.
Beastars, yeah, Beastars.
Yeah. But this, man, I might have to download this, man.
Yeah, I like that. I might have to too.
Yeah, I might have to download that, man. What is your number 1, guy?
At number 1, I got Parasite Eve.
Ooh, oh,
yes, Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve, bro. Like,
yes,
I played that game. Squaresoft did it, man. They outdid them.
Yeah, bro.
They need a remake of this.
They do.
They need a remake of this, man. Wow. Wow. Damn.
This was a banger. This one was a banger, bro.
It was. And it was definitely was a sleeper, man. It was definitely a sleeper. Like
everybody was out there busy playing fucking Resident Evil and shit like that. I was on Parasite Eve.
Bro, that opening sequence in Parasite Eve, though, man, that was frightening. Like just looking at it back then, I was like, "Yo, what is this? This Squaresoft?" I had to check the box. I was like, "This Squaresoft?"
I had to check the box. See what is this?
I was like, "Yo, highly underrated, man." That's right. Yeah, Deuce is correct. That is a great pick for number 1 because Parasite Eve was on my list from 2 weeks ago, and I took it off for something else. Like, because I wanted to put it on. Yeah. They need to remake this too. Like this would be great to remake.
Oh my god, bro! There's a lot of horror games that came out before that. If they came out now, bro, they would be crazy.
Yeah. And for this to be a RPG, right? From Squaresoft, right?
Yeah.
And this wasn't your traditional like survival horror. Like this wasn't Resident Evil, Dino Crisis or whatever. Like there was a story behind this thing, and you want to keep playing this thing. But that opening sequence was eerie, bro. Like it was like
it made your bones chill a little bit, made your hair.
Like as a kid, I was like, that was in a time where I was super heavy into RPGs, especially after Final Fantasy VII, because story like grabs you. And Parasite Eve was no different. So when I saw that, I was like, damn, this is a little scary here. So, but at the same time, you couldn't stop playing it because it's an RPG at the end of the day.
I think I played this before I played Final Fantasy VII.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man! Wow.
Because it was Secrets of Mana, like that was my shit. Then I played this, and I was like, bro, this is my shit. Then Final Fantasy VII came out. I remember at first I didn't want to play Final Fantasy VII because it was 3 discs. I was like, damn, bro, like this is like it was a little bit overwhelming. Like it was daunting. Like I don't have time to play a game that's 3 discs long. I want to beat my brother up in WWE on the N64. You know what I mean? So it was like. So at that time, I played this before I played Final Fantasy VII, and it made me appreciate Final Fantasy VII more. I think. Yeah,
but this was it, man. Parasite Eve was it, man. I'm mad that this is not on my list because I couldn't like. I don't think it was an underrated gem, but it definitely got overlooked because of Final Fantasy VII and 8. Matter of fact,
right.
And I played 8 from start to finish, and I really did love 8. A lot of people don't give 8 that much credit either. And I wouldn't consider 8 as underrated. Matter of fact, PlayStation had 3 Final Fantasy games. They had 7, 8, and 9.
And 9, yeah, and 9 was dope too.
Yeah, 9 was super dope. So SquareSoft was cooking. Like it was pumping out games like it was no tomorrow. So I highly respect that, man.
All right, so, what you got at number 1?
My number 1 is a Capcom game. But it's not Street Fighter though. And they haven't put out anything since Dreamcast. That's it. They haven't put out anything. But this is one of those things that I really did love because the concept of it is different. And also there's an anime not about this game, but it's very similar to this game. And I'm talking about Rival Schools.
I don't think I've played Rival Schools.
You never played Rival Schools, man? Rival Schools is dope. Rival Schools is dope, man. It's like so this one had anime cutscenes. It caught you, and it was 2 discs. It was 2 discs. It was one where you was playing like the mini games and stuff, and then there was other where so each student and faculty represent a certain school. So it's a 3D fighter, and you can tag out your partner, and you can do like a vigor attack where you attack all at once. You got special attacks. You could do as a 3D fighter now. You can actually hit up in the air and do air combos and stuff. So these are all the people that you were fighting, and the guy with the sword is clearly. So that's the gameplay of it right here. And it's like it was quirky. It was quirky, but you had to know how to play like that. I mean, that game was really good for a Capcom game. And so that's like a team up. So you can that team up actually replenishes your health, but that doesn't work for every single character. So yeah, they had that technique. So Rival Schools is my number 1, man. That's something I wish can come back. Now the sequel to this is Project Justice, which is on the Dreamcast, and I have that on my Dreamcast emulator. Is Project Justice, which honestly, Project Justice is better than Rival Schools in my opinion. But but that's my number 1.
I haven't played this. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. And again, like it comes down to like your personal pick, your personal preference, what you was playing, what you had your memories with. So like, can't nobody take that from you, man. I think this is a good pick.
Yeah, that Parasite Eve though, man. that Parasite Eve though.
Fire, bro. Fire.
You got to get that Parasite Eve some love, man. That's just what it is. That deserves a remake for sure above all else. But
100%.
100%, 110%. Now, I know with next week we in the Dreamcast era, right? Or yeah, we in the Dreamcast era.
Or we in the 64.
We in the N64. We in the N64 era. We in the N64 era. So so next week we got the top 10 N64 games. Man,
that's gonna be a hard one, bro. That's gonna be a hard one, bro.
And just take it for someone that played N64, like did not have an N64 in his home, like never had it. But
64 was that was me with the GameCube. I've never owned a GameCube ever.
Yeah,
but the 64 might be one of my favorite consoles all time, bro.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Now,
even the controller got mad hate, but I love that 64 controller, bro.
That's what it was. It was a controller. Controller got mad hate, and for me, I'm like, what is this? But that doesn't mean I wasn't playing on N64 games. Like, don't get that shit twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, because I definitely been playing some N64 games like that. Just because I didn't have it in my house, don't mean my cousins didn't.
I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't even know how I'm gonna do the 64 shit, bro. I got like a 3-way tie at number 1, bro.
There's a lot of games. There's a lot of games out there. Holy moly! N64 got some games. They got some shit out there, bro. And if you feel like you leave it off the top 10, you feel like you did some criminal shit. Like there's one that has to be on the top 10 list. Like it has no choice but to be on there.
There's several.
And yes, yeah. There's one I know for sure that should be there. And if it ain't on the list, you probably get crucified.
Yeah, facts. I can't wait. And then after that'll be Dreamcast.
Then after that Dreamcast and then PS2. But I'm gonna have to get started on this list this weekend. Like I'm not gonna wait till Tuesday or Wednesday to do this. No, I'm gonna do this shit on Saturday.
Me too.
Checking YouTube channels to make sure I ain't forgetting nothing. Because you try to go through that list of games you played on N64 on your own, you're gonna miss something.
For sure. You're definitely gonna miss something. So I can't wait, bro. I can't wait.
For sure, man. But yeah, that is our show for today, man. And we'll be back next Thursday. Boogie Blings on stuff. And do not forget to go ahead and check out our Discord. Go ahead and check out our invite from our Discord. The link is in the description below. Go ahead and continue to grow the community. And there was a suggestion too in the Discord. I just checked it out. And it's from one of the followers. I got something for y'all. What are your top 2020 to present anime opening themes? I was like, oh, that's a Discord conversation. That's a Discord conversation right there, man.
Okay.
If you want to be a part of that conversation, join that Discord server. Y'all just a little teasing. That's it.
I love it.
So, you got anything else for the listeners out there before we head out?
Hey, man, make sure you yo, what's with your face, dog? Yo, my man can't wait. I can't even get it off. Yo, I can't wait to see y'all next week. What, bro? You threw me off.
Yeah.
And it is getting, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.